Good afternoon, Finding Clarity group. It's Leah. Hello, everyone. How are you today? I hope some people are able to hop on live. I didn't post an announcement that I would be doing this, but it is hump day and it is in the noon o'clock hour. So y'all got to be expecting me to go live at some point during a hump day. Come on now. Um, so in case you missed Monday, we talked about, oh, I keep running into my table. I cannot sit still. I don't sit still. I'm just not a still person. I'm just not. Drives people crazy. I cannot sit still. Even when I meditate, although, no, wait. I think I sway. I think I tend to but maybe not. I don't know. I can be still in meditation. And it's funny because my life's work gene key, for those who are familiar with gene keys, the city state is stillness. And I'm like, is that really me? Okay. But it is what I teach, right? I teach stillness. So um, today we're going to talk about dream. Can you see it? Can you see it? It says dream. My dear friend got this for me a couple of years ago. It was in my yoga room. Lighting isn't great, but it's handmade. And of course, it's got a little spiral on it. It's kind of my thing. Spirals, going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. That's how self-work works, right? Like you go spiraling around and deeper and deeper and there's never an end. It's always forever and ever. Amen. Um, on Monday, we talked about your dream being on the other side of fear. And we talked about some of those fears and how they come up and how they stop you from reaching that dream. And I said we could do a whole other live about trying to connect to your dream. And we're going to tap into it a little bit today. Because let's face it, as a light worker, as an empath, and hopefully someone who's an entrepreneur or at least on the road to becoming an entrepreneur with their light work, and I'll talk about why that's important in a second, you probably feel that conflict within of how do I make this a business that's profitable and make money and working at this and be of service? How do I marry those two things? And that's really a lot of what we work on in here. And a lot of that is shadow. That's a lot of shadow work right there. And so what I have found for a lot of people that I talk to, my clients, or even people who want to be clients, but we're still just in that interview phase, when I try to connect them to their dream, they hit a wall. It's a big part of what we work on in my program and when I work one-on-one with people, because connecting to your dream every single day is so important for you to succeed as an entrepreneur in any kind of business at all. I don't care whether you're doing light work or whether you're a florist, you have painting houses, it doesn't matter. You have to have a dream. And I think as light workers, what happens is we feel unworthy of the dream. Our dream is, well, I just want to help people. That's my dream. Okay, great. Great dream. I am so with you there. I want to help people too. That's what we're all about. And what else? Well, I'd really like to pay my bills. Is that a dream though? Like, is that really what you were like, 7 years old, playing with your dolls or, talking with your friends about what you're going to be when you grow up? Was that really what you were saying? Like, I can't wait till I grow up and I make enough money to pay all my bills. That's going to be so great. And it may feel really great to you right now, especially if you're in the struggle zone of, I'm going to be lucky if I can pay my bills this month, next month, whatever. And it may feel like, damn, that would be a dream come true to be able to pay my bills. And I get that. But that dream will keep you playing small and stop you from expanding beyond what it is that you're really here to do. Right now, in our culture, people are hurting. People are suffering and they are sick and tired of being sick and tired. The medical industry has failed them. People are more obese than ever and overweight. People have more heart disease and sickness and autoimmune disorders and gut health issues, and things are plaguing our culture more than ever. And there's no doctor that they can see that can fix their issue. There's no medication they can take that's going to stop it. They need you. They need your healing. They need your tarot card reading. And you're like, but I'm a card reader. I can't heal people with that. Yes, you can. That positive light, that ray of hope, that energy shifts their vibration into healing. People are stuck in the low vibrational states. Yeah? And that's why they're sick. Okay? So when you come in with your Reiki or your chakra clearing or your card reading or whatever it is, and you give them that higher vibration, that higher frequency to connect to, it starts to drag them up from that low place to a higher place. And only then can they receive the medicine. Can they really heal their body? It doesn't matter how many supplements you're taking. It doesn't matter how good you're doing with your exercise and your diet. If your energy body is out of whack, you are going to stay sick, period. We need energy healers now more than ever. And if you are not dreaming big, if you are not connecting to the, I'm trying to think of the right word because it's not desire. Excuse me. If you are not connecting to the inner strength that it's going to take for you to overcome those fears and get out there and serve those people that are sick and in pain, then you are not being of service, period. And no one can do this shit for free for very long and still survive in a three-dimensional world. You cannot call your landlord and say, yeah, but I healed 10 people this month. So, you know, he don't give a fuck. And he's going to ask for his rent either way. So if you want to survive and heal people, you're going to have to overcome that fear of money. Listen, money is just an energy. We know it logically. Everybody knows, okay, I know, I get you, I'm on board. Yeah, but are you really living that? Are you really living from that space? Or do you still believe that money is evil and that if you invite it into your life, that'll make you evil too? Listen, there's a lot of evil people out there that have a lot of money. That doesn't make money evil. That makes the people that have it evil, and they're doing evil things with it. If you have it, if I have it, if we have it collectively as light workers, we ain't gonna do that stuff. We're not gonna rape and pillage the Mother Earth that we come from. We're going to heal it. We're not gonna leave people starving in the streets and animals in need and dying every day. We will do the good stuff and the right things with the money. It is just an energy. And the more that you fear that and the more that you push that away, the less that it's going to come to you and the fewer people you will help. So while you think that you're doing something awesome and you're helping people by giving away services for free and by making it available, who are you rejecting? Who are you rejecting? So here's what happens. When you create a situation where you do charge what you're worth, well, we're priceless, honestly. What we do is so beyond what anybody else can do, what a medical doctor, I hope this isn't too loud, a medical doctor can do for people. It gives hope and positive and vibrational raising frequencies to people that there really is no price tag for that. But when you start to charge more along the lines of what will bring you into a higher state of abundance and living and being free from the worry of having your bills paid and then free to give back to community, you will also be free to give of your services. But when you don't charge people, you're actually rejecting the people who have more money. And let me explain how that works. There are a lot of people out there who have money, a lot of money, and they're ready to spend it on their own healing because they're sick and they're fucking tired of being sick. And they're ready to spend their hard-earned dollars because they believe that you get what you pay for. And then if you come along and you say, well, I'll give you a session for free, they're kind of like, okay. They don't trust you. They don't believe in what you offer because you're giving it away for free. So why would you do that? That must not mean that it really works. It must just be a play. Okay, sure, I'll let you do that, but they're not going to buy into it. They don't have skin in the game and they're not going to feed into that story. and they're not going to be a participant in their own healing. You have to face it and be brave and strong and say, yes, I am capable of charging money for my services. Okay. When you start to dream of actually having enough money, when you start to dream of maybe 5 figures a month, like what? Then there's this feeling as a light worker of, oh, I can't do that. That's no, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to. And we get this like blockage around it. So then you're not even connecting to your dream. So then how can you ever overcome your fear? It's like this whole thing. It's a spiral, right? The chicken before the egg before the chicken. I don't know. You have to have a dream and believe in your dream and then overcome the fear, but you have to overcome the fear of the dream just to even get there. So allow yourself the space to dream big of money. What would you do with it? You're not just going to hoard it. You're not going to go out and just, buy a bunch of things for yourself. You're probably going to fill your house with crystals, and you're probably going to get, a better car, maybe a nicer place to live. But you're also going to turn around and pay it forward. You know you will. You give a giant tip to the next person who serves you. You will buy a random person in a car behind you at the Starbucks their coffee. You will do amazing things. You'll open a retreat center where you offer scholarships to single mothers who don't have money so that they can come and receive your healing medicine. You'll open up an animal sanctuary where you heal horses that have been abandoned, or you take on rescue dogs, or whatever it is. You guys, it's time for us to embrace the energy of money and all the good that we can do with it. Let's get it out of the hands of those evil people and let's put it into the right places. That's how we stop this raping and pillaging of our mother. Not by walking in the streets with a poster saying stop burning the rainforest. No, by taking the money away from the people who are making money off burning the rainforest. Like, I hope this is making some sense to you. But my invitation to you is to connect to your dream fearlessly. Face what it is that you really deeply desire. I cannot tell you how much time I spend with people and how much resistance they have around it when I start to ask them, okay, but what about a dream? And it's always so small. But how are you ever going to get there if you don't dream big? You have to overcome your fear of failure. You have to overcome your fear of success. Those are fears we talked about on Monday just to get to your dream. But you also have to overcome those fears a lot of times just to dream. And you're allowed to dream and be of service. You're allowed to make enough money to never have to worry about money again and be of service. As a matter of fact, you're going to be of more service to anybody ever when you don't have to worry about money anymore. So sit with that one for a minute. We're going to do a little practice today around connecting to your dream. So if you don't have a piece of paper and a pen nearby and you can't reach one really quickly and you're not on your phone, you can use your phone. If you don't have any of those things, like if you're watching this on the phone and you can't grab a pen and paper, just come back and do this later. You can do this anytime. I'll put it in the 1410. 1410 is when we start. I want you to sit up nice and straight. I want you to relax in your chair. And I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you exhale, I want you to feel your face beginning to soften. Feel your eyelids and your eyes and your cheeks and your mouth release and let go of any tension. As you take your next exhale, I want you to bring that sense of relaxation down through the neck and into the shoulders and let them sink farther away from the ears. On your next exhale, let your shoulders sink again. Sinking now more deeply into the body. On your next exhale, release any tension through your chest, through your belly, and take a moment and witness the breath, the life force that breathes you. When you release that forced inhale, exhale, you don't stop breathing. You just take your consciousness out of it and let that which is alive within you, the unconscious, the source, continuing to breathe you. Deep within that subconscious, the unconscious places within us, in our cellular data, in our DNA, in our bottom shelves, in our mind, is where the really deep-seated fears live, the shadows, the parts of ourselves that we've denied and suppressed. And those things have an influence over you every single day. And we're not even aware. So in these moments, when we bring consciousness to that which is unconscious, by simply observing the movement and flow of the breath, that you're not doing it, you create a pathway, you open a tunnel to the unconscious, to tap into those places beneath. Now I want you to imagine that you're standing at the end of a hallway full of doors, and you see that you can't see the end of it. It just goes on and on and on. There are infinite possibilities for your life in every single moment. You have a choice in every moment to open any door you want to. And I just want you to allow yourself to walk down the hallway. Maybe you reach out and you touch a door, touch a doorknob. Don't open anything yet. I just want you to connect to the infinite possibilities that are available to you now and every single moment. Continuing to slowly walk along, maybe even turning around and looking behind you, seeing that the hallway doesn't stop that way either. It goes on forever, door after door. And at any moment, you can reach out, turn a knob, and find your dream on the other side. This is an infinite universe, and every possibility is open to you. You just have to be brave to connect to your desires. And you have to be willing to dream big and ask Source, Universe, to deliver that for you. Now I want you to leave the hallway of infinite possibilities and find yourself in your sacred space. If you don't have a sacred space, you can just kind of create one now in your mind. Maybe you're sitting on a grassy field. Maybe you're by a lake or the ocean or in the mountains. Maybe you're sitting in a tree. It doesn't matter. Just whatever feels like a safe, magical, warm, comfortable, cozy place for you. where you can connect to your higher self, your highest self. And remember, your highest self will always choose you and what is in your best interest. And I want you to ask, what do I desire? What do I dream? And then let's get quiet for a few moments and see what comes up for you. And I want you to remember there's nothing too big or too small at this point. There's an infinite number of doors available to you. And just because something comes through for you now doesn't mean it's going to be the same tomorrow. But just allow that space to play in your desires and your dreams. We'll just take a few more moments here while you listen. Now take a moment and send gratitude to the source of your desire and of your dream, to your highest self, creator of all that is, and the team of support that you have in the spiritual realm, your guides, your guardians, your angels. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it is. And when you feel ready, begin to open your eyes, fluttering your eyelids open, and take a moment and write down what came through for you. Might surprise you, might not. Maybe you've had a dream for a long time and you haven't really allowed yourself the space to verbalize it, concrete it, make it tangible. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. That isn't your dream. It's the dream of source, the life source energy that is alive within you. It is the dream of God. And when you don't make those efforts to connect to those dreams, you are denying that source energy the opportunity to have it. You have to be willing to face the fears, the scary stuff, so that you can give the gift to source, so that you can have that desire that source has planted within you. If you have any questions or you need any help or you just want to reach out, please do not hesitate. You can send me a DM, you can email me at clarityleah@gmail.com. You can comment here and ask me to DM you, and I will. So whatever you need, I am here to support you. I have a couple of opportunities in ways that I can offer support on this journey. So please do not hesitate to reach out. This is deep, heavy stuff, you guys, for 20 minutes on a freaking Wednesday, okay? This isn't just a little bitty thing. This is part of what we're meant to do so that we can raise the frequency of the entire planet, the entire universe, because it's time. We no longer have a choice. It's time. Thank you so much for being here. Happy hump day. And I will see you guys when I see you. Satnam.